Hi guys, I am Anish Deshpande and today we are going to talk about the fundamental opening rules of chess. It will help you to take your game to a next level. So let's start. The first important rule is center control. The squares here in the red color are considered to be central squares. Now, why we should place our piece or pawn in the center? That's because take any piece, the rook, the knight, the bishop, the queen. It's most active in the center as it controls the more number of squares. So in the opening, center control is considered to be the most second important rule in the opening is rapid piece development. So the ultimate game of the aim of the game is checkmate, and to checkmate we need pieces. That's why piece development is the most important. Now I will show you an example how not developing pieces can harm you in the opening. It's a game of Sir Legal. The game opens with one e4. Legal's opponent played e5. Legal's move knight f3, d6, bishop c4, bishop g5, knight c3, g6. So now you can see white has three pieces developed and black has only one. So here black has failed to develop pieces rapidly. So Legal played knight captures on e5, offering his queen. His opponent took it happily, but then he got mated. Bishop takes f7, king e7, knight d5. Yeah. So that's the important thing about rapid piece development. Black has only one piece developed. He even won the queen, but he got checkmated. So that's why rapid piece development next is important rule is king safety. For king safety, you can castle on the king side or on the queen side. So, but the important condition regarding castling is that there should be no pieces in between the king and the rook. So that's why while playing in the opening, we should try to develop our king side pieces first and get ready for castle. I will show an example. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6. Now, as you can see, white has developed a king side piece, and he's trying to develop all his king side pieces and ready to castle. Yeah. So after he plays bishop C4, black plays bishop to C5. Yeah. He's also developing his king side piece and trying to castle. And after white castles, black plays the move knight to F6. He's also getting ready to castle on the king side. So why castle is considered to be important? Castle is considered important for the king's safety. As you all know, the ultimate game of the aim of the game is checkmate. So that's why we need to keep the king safe. Also, the rook is placed in the corner and it gets difficult to develop it. So by castling, we can bring the rook to the center and king in the corner. The fourth important principle regarding chess opening is develop your knight before the bishops. It is because of the flexibility. I will show you how. The game begins with e4, e5. Now as you can see, the bishop has two good squares to go to, this and this, on which it can directly or indirectly influence the center. We don't know if we want to put our bishop on c4 or on b5. So if we develop our knight on f3, as the knight has only one good square to control the center, it cannot go to any different square and control the center. So we play the move knight to f3, and after knight to c6, we can put our bishop either on c4 or either on b5, or on b5 it indirectly influences the center, as we will eventually take the knight and decrease black's influence in the center, and on c4 it directly controls the center. The next important rule regarding chess opening is not to move more than 2 pawns in the opening. Why? You know why this rule is made? Because if we just keep moving pawns in the opening, we wouldn't invest moves on developing our pieces, and by not taking our pieces out, we would lose the game. So you have to move only two pawns in the opening, which are highlighted in red color, the E pawn and the D pawn. uh, uh, these pawns help us to control the center and also take our bishops out. So always remember, not the next important two pawns regarding the chess openings is not to develop the queen too early in the opening, because when we develop the queen too early in the opening, the opponent's minor pieces uh, uh, always come to capture it, and we have to keep it moving. So while doing this, opponent's minor pieces get developed, and on the other hand, we just keep moving the queen. I will show you an example of a game where black lost because of moving the queen too early in the opening. So the game opens e4, e5, knight to f3, queen to f6, bishop to c4, queen to g6, castle, queen captures on e4. So now as you can see, black has developed two of his pieces. He has castled. The rook can come to e1 whenever it is required. So what white has done has he has was what black has done is that he has moved his queen in the opening and has captured a pawn. And now we will see how we lost the game. Bishop takes on f7 check. If the king takes, the knight goes to g5, and next move the queen is lost, just like this. So here black had to play his king to e7. Then white played his rook to e1. Black went queen f5. If black goes queen f5, takes e5, and he loses the queen. So the only logical move here is queen f4. Yeah, then white took, rook takes on e5, king takes on f7, d4, the queen is attacked, queen f6, knight g5 check, king g6, queen to d3. If king h6, knight f7 is a checkmate. So black played here king to h5, g4, king captures on g4, and queen to h3 was a mate. So as we understand by looking at this game, is that black developed his queen too early in the opening, and what happened was white's pieces chased the queen away, and eventually the king got mated. So always remember not to move the next to the queen too early. Regarding the chess openings is that the rook should support each other. When the rooks start to support each other, we say that the opening of the game is completed. And again, the castling of the king plays an important role to correct your rooks. Regarding the chess openings is that we should not move one piece more than once in the opening. On every new move, we should try to bring new piece in the game. This makes us to bring all the pieces in the game rather than playing with just one piece.